than what we saw last time.
Yeah, and one thing about PHOENIX1's Ascent that makes it really fun to watch is the aggression. And we already see it set up. Look outside B main here. Jangler is set up with an Omen blind, and Menace is in position to just dash and capitalize off this. So this is an opportunity for an early pick should it work. This double initiator could work out well. And with that Killjoy turret, the blind's going to come through. He's not electing to peek it right now, but we'll just hold close. Got the classic tic-tac-toe crosshair, which we love to see. Oh no, you guys can't see that. That's a lie. Alright, well he has it. Trust me on it. He definitely has the tic-tac-toe crosshair. For now, it's not going to be the B committal. Instead, heading towards the A thing. And this double initiator could be great, but no, Governor, he dashes on in, takes off Precision's head, and that's the opening pick falling their way. It's going to be a recite, an A site retake at a deficit. The shock darts. Net a little bit of damage, but no conversion. Now, PHOENIX1, they're all stacked up, ready to attempt the retake, but the positioning is also great for EZ5.
Yeah, nobody's at too much of an advantage here, so it really could be anyone's game.
Yeah, but now that pick from Leviathan is big, pushing it forward. Menace does trade, but this positioning from Nats is good. However, his team's just getting gunned down on side. It's into a 3-on-3. Governor, though, helps to break in 3. And King, he's gone, left to 1. And Governor in for 3 now. He'd have to make it 4, but it's just not the time. He can't hit it, but still, the pistol round will go the way of EZ5.
Yeah, that was really nice to see from them. They were set up to attack B site first, realized that there was 3 over there because of the Sova dart, the Omen blind, and they heard Jet, I think. They at least knew there was a third person over there. And so they made the decision, and they made it quickly, and they executed it quickly of, hey, let's go to A site, we'll have the advantage, we can get on site, plant, and then defend it. And it was really nice to see that from them.
Yeah, I thought that round was really well played, and it came so close, but Governor, in with those 3 necessary picks, he got the opener onto site, got a second, and got that third pick that just kept them in a great position. And honestly, I think he's someone to watch here. On our first Ascent game we had with him, he was struggling. Once he got the operator out, he was just getting picked off first practically every round, which is just such a tough position to be in with an Opper, especially when you can't be hitting those shots. But now, Menace, he's up close with the Bucky, and it's a bloody battle in main. The classic right click again from Governor will take out Menace. Now Omen desperately trying to run away, but he's gone too. TCAS takes Jangler, and it should be a round going the way of EZ5.
Yeah, I like this that they're taking time to set up before the plant goes down.
Last player standing.
Yeah. These are just some little extra eco frags for Governor. Make it 3 for him with the back-to-back 3Ks. And look at that, he already has the Blade Storm up to go. So the second that that EZ5 is going to have to fall back to an eco, should it happen, he'll be ready.
And we're going to see the same thing. We're going into round 3 here, so EZ5 has won the first 2 rounds. They're going to keep the guns that they had last round in order to save some money here. And the goal here is just for them to be able to try to pick off a couple of the PHOENIX1 players to really kind of screw up their economy. We can see on the scoreboard right now that 3 of them have bought down to 0 in order to get those rifles. If they die, they're not going to be able to buy for another round or 2.
Get out of my way!
Yeah, and the economy is definitely there for EZ5. And like we mentioned previously, Governor, he's already up on this Blade Storm, and should he just get like some opening picks? If he has any impact here, drops a rifle for one of his teammates, that's a round-winning moment. So he's the man to watch here. Trying to dash up over. And Cypher, in the way of King, has rotated over to this site as well. Actually, I've watched a couple games with King back when he was on Penguin Sledding. I casted some of him. And his Cypher gameplay has always been really stellar. Some of his setups are just very different from what some teams are going to be expecting by default. So it can really anchor his site. And he'll be called upon to do that, of course, here again. Look at Killjoy's positioning, though. He's up close, holding this line. Waiting for an opportunity here.
Yeah, Nats is just lurking there. Very much prepared to protect, or not protect market, but probably come in behind them into market where they're not going to be expecting him.
Yeah. And we saw some nasty stuff with him, the Bulldog, earlier, but he'll have to do it again. Now, Governor dashing on in. He's going to be given the first opportunity here, but he's taken out, and there's one in the back site. He's spotted out, and TCAS comes to support.
30 seconds
and now
left.
that's a rifle recovered. So this is good positioning for EZ5. And Spike, at the very least, will be deployed. Second, pushing in from main, and King tucked in on logs will take lots of damage from that swarm grenade. The flash. The flash is good, but not good enough. Menace taken, and so is King. Gucci, he's in good here. Second, ooh, almost gets a second on the spray. But look at the time, and through the wall now, he's dead. Leviathan takes him, and it's left all onto the reach. And at this point, you might as well just hold on to your weapon if you can. Not even going to be allowed that. TCAS takes him 3-0 for EZ5.
That's going to be great for them, because they've now recovered 4 rifles off of that. Rifles that they didn't have to buy. And the other team here, PHOENIX1, they're not going to be able to buy this round. They, as we're seeing, a couple of them are picking up sheriffs, but really they have to save if they want to have any chance of getting rifles anytime soon. And if they don't get rifles anytime soon, they're not going to be able to convert those rounds that they need. And EZ5's going to run away with it. I really like this. This is kind of a completely different team on Ascent than what we saw earlier today. They're
and I think
very decisive. Sorry.
Yeah, what it is there with the Governor coming alive. He's already up 6-2 here, and he is such a power player for this team. They have so many capable fraggers, but he's one where when he's online, he can be a difference maker. And again, he's going to have that opportunity. It's a quick main push as Governor opens up the site onto King. The Cypher dying off early. Well, hell, and they're electing not to commit, instead taking the fight to mid, and they should be able to hit a rotate towards B should they deem it necessary. One trapped off. Ooh, good shots, and he actually gets them both. Governor barely taking a lick of damage as he sprays them down. Suddenly it's a 5 versus 2. And, well, Jangler, he gets a shot with the Sheriff. Takes Governor out and will recover that Phantom.
One enemy remaining.
Ton left for them to do. Now Jangler, left to his own devices, 1 versus 4. As the spike comes down on the B site.
Spike planted.
Yeah, I think his play here is... It's a 1v4. He's probably going to have to really just save, try to get these picks as they come out of sight.
Yeah, but they seem to have the read on this too. They're ready for somebody to be here, ready for an opportunity. And actually, he catches a good timing, taking Leviathan. But now the teammates are in there for support, and Gucci will bring the trade 4-0 now.
Yeah, so we did see that they were saving up. Menace now is grabbing that operator, which could be an interesting choice here if he can choose the correct site that they're going to plant at, which it doesn't look like is going to happen for this round at least. He's over on B side where it looks like this is going to be an A execution. But we were talking about before that this map has a lot of really long sight lines, really good positions for where you can place an op to help pick off players as they run on.
Yeah, and especially for big players who can do a lot with that operator, like your Menaces or your Governors, who have done great with the op thus far in this tournament. So pulling impact is going to be huge for them. It's still 5 versus 5, and they're electing to play the retake on the A site. From the shadows available, and so is Menace's Blade Storm, should it be needed. However, the post-plant positioning is pretty solid. A main presence still. Alert from Killjoy, but it's just going to be 5 men flooding onto the site, and it's just going to come down to the trades. Losing this operator here would be a terrible thing to happen for PHOENIX1, and now that's looking more and more likely as the kills come out. It's Leviathan and it's Governor in for 3. Leviathan closes in, the tag team tags him down. They don't even want the operator, but they take it away regardless. Already 5-0 EZ5.
Yeah,
I missed a really good pun there. Oh god.
You and your puns, man. So yeah, we're at 0-5 right now. This is... I'm wondering if we're seeing a little bit of fatigue here from PHOENIX1. As we were saying, they did just finish up their best of 3 quarterfinals game to come into here less than 10 minutes before this game started. And that one did go to game 3. So we might be seeing that they're a little bit tired here. Maybe need to wake up again in order to do this. But they really do need to kind of step it up here if they have any hope of going to the finals.
Yeah, and the thing is, this is, of course, the pick of EZ5, and you'd normally expect them to pick up the map that they chose. But still, if it's in this dominant of fashion, that's still, with what a good bind team EZ5 is, we've seen great stuff from them in the previous games, it could be tough. Menace is now on the flank with his blades. Oh, nice right click, he dinks it, but it's not enough. That jet nerf costing him, and his teammate helps out to take it. It's a 3 versus 3, and now The Rolling Thunder huge, but it'll only hit 2. 1 kill. It's converted into Bladestorm up with Governor. He needs the last team lead. The Ace make it 4. Cannot finish. Jangler keeps it alive and keeps it to a first round, finally, for PHOENIX1.
That's gonna feel good for them. That's definitely gonna be a bit of a boost to their mentality here. But can I just say, oh my god, Governor is popping off. He's at 16 kills already, and we're going into, what, round 7?
Jesus Christ.
Like, we thought he was asleep a little bit earlier. He is not asleep. Maybe he got some, like, coffee or G Fuel or something.
Yeah, when the pressure's on, this man comes to play, and if he keeps this up in the series, this is gonna be, that's a tough thing to deal with. A Jet who's just playing confidently and just running you down is so tough to beat.
Yeah, he is dominating this.
That's a good start though from his counterpart. Menace takes Nats. And again, Nats is one of those players to watch. On the Killjoy, he was having tons of impact in their quarterfinal appearance. And we'll see if he needs to find that again. Governor just coming up and over the generator to take Menace, and if he deems it necessary, he can take the off. He will recover it. Hunter's Fury is going to be let loose, but no tag just yet. Oh, he is going to get actually a double for that, and that's good information. They know where 2 is, and they have the tag, but Governor, he has that operator still, and he's doing great for it. Nice shot from King, but he's knocked down low, 3 HP. Now pinged out. It's gonna be a close one. Either way, it's left all onto King. He gets 1. It's not enough. Leviathan, there's 2 picks, and Governor, 2 of his own, to hound that round down and to reply directly back to 6.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we let you have one. Not again. I really liked seeing this out of EZ5 though. Like, they're playing very aggressively, very confidently, and I think a lot of this is just sorry, P1 is a little bit like thrown off by it, maybe. This is going to be interesting though, because they have 4 stacked B, and EZ5 is looking to make this execute.
Oh, this is the aggressive play we saw off the bat, but look, it's not benefiting.
Revealing area.
Governor, he has that get out of jail free card. He got out, and the shock dart from Zekin. He'll reply onto T-Kaz. Look at how many players are here, how much utility. At this point, it's probably in their best interest to just rotate off Jangler. He punishes the push, and they might still look to commit this, but that's going to be a gun. If they rotate off, that's a gun recovered, possibly 2, depending on how they play their cards here. King, he has a frenzy in mid. This positioning might be perfect, dependent. No, they're heading towards Catwalk. It'll be an A play. But look at that Hunter's Fury available, and the weapon advantage still lies with EZ5, so could definitely go either way on this retake.
Yeah, and they do have the Omen ult from the shadows as well, but they're not going to need it in this round probably, so I would expect him to hold on to that one.
Look at this flank though, a double wrap, and Leviathan, this is going to be a game of timing to see if he catches it. They're going loud, they're pushing in. And Leviathan, he's calling his bow out. He's blinded and he can't turn in time. That's a gun. Getting in Precision's hands. Baguchi and Governor, they're both still alive. And they can do this now. It just has to be Governor. He cannot. It's Precision and Jangler to clean up. Shock 2 to 6 now. And if they can keep some momentum here, if they can continue this, they only win thrifties, by the way. Both the rounds they picked up have been those low buys. So they're gonna need to find a footing in the rifle rounds and continue through with this.
Yeah, definitely. I think that was a really nice retake from them. It just very well executed. It felt like the team communication there was on point, because they all executed at the same time to get onto site, rather than like 2 of them going in at once and then 2 more like being 5 seconds behind or something, which would have allowed the attackers to kind of pick them off one by one.
Yeah, and I think as soon as Leviathan on that top, look at this, this is so quick, and it's gonna benefit. He actually only gets 1 blind, and Leviathan still managed to trade out, but the support is here. Precision gets 1, and they're gonna continue to push this matter. They're gonna continue to look for opportunities, but now, because they're pushed off of main, they know that it has to be a B play. The From the Shadows, it's actually gonna go into the back of B, but King, he's holding the line from CT. The spike will be eliminated.
Spike planted.
Eliminated. Initiated is the word I'm hunting for there. Ooh, now the Rolling Thunder, and this is gonna concuss them both if they just make this quick. This should
One
be their
enemy
round.
remaining.
Now blinded out, it's left all onto TCAS. He's gone as well. That is a third, and hopefully now for PHOENIX1, if you're one of their fans, you need to hope that they can continue this momentum and continue to build, because it's going to take at least another round to really break the economy for EZ5.
Definitely, and I really like this. PHOENIX1 realized that their kind of like sit back and see what's going on defense isn't working for them. It wasn't working, so they changed it up. They got really aggressive that round. Coming out of A main, that Omen Jet kind of play together, that was great. It really set the tone for that whole round, and they just dominated the whole time.
Yeah, and looking at their comp, most teams don't run a double initiator, but they have both the Breach and the Sova, and it's working well. This play is so cool, so much aggression, but TCAS, he's saved from the blinds, traded out by Zekin. They're actually trying to re-aggress into this. Ooh, nice shot from Zekin, and Precision adds in. Now, look at the Spike's positioning. It's trapped in main. The last two are mid. Precision has the perfect position, but doesn't expect the second. It's Nats in the clutch, the 1v3 now. And now, scanned out. There should be nothing he can do. Ooh, no, nice shot to take Zekin a 1v2, and now this is doable. He still has HP, and he has a Killjoy lockdown. If he flanks King, he'll hear the footsteps, and he could flank here. It's a game of timing at this point.
Yeah, and he has a minute to work with, which is quite a bit of time to kind of play around with and figure out his positioning and how to force these 1v1s to clutch this round.
And honestly, with how far up they are, I wouldn't mind seeing him use the lockdown here to go for this, because this is so doable. A nice crossfire, though. And that's going to be hard to contend with. He needs to carefully clear out these angles. He knows Cypher is close. He's just going to drive. He gets one. But they're boosted up on top of each other, and Jangler saves the day. 4-6, but that round got way closer than it should have ever been.
It did. That was a really interesting like setup there, having them be basically stacked one on top of each other. Because in that situation, the only way that he could have won was to flank behind them, and they had the Cypher cam telling them that that wasn't happening. Yeah. So they guaranteed that even if he killed one of them, he was not going to be able to get both of them. He wasn't going to be allowed to set up those 1v1 situations that we were talking about that he needed.
Yeah, and I said I wouldn't mind him using the lockdown, but I think honestly saving it here and being able to use it into this round to pull a possible 7th, that's something that can really shut down this momentum. Get a sight with the Killjoy. With the help of the Hunter's Fury and just your fragging power, hold on and hold strong. That could be really helpful. But look, the Hunter's Fury is also available for the defense, so they can nullify a lockdown should it be elected to use. They want to kill this Silver first, and now they know where he is. The Hunter's Fury is off. It actually gets one onto Zekin, all the way from the spawn. It's Leviathan. The Precision, he's still back here. He's still holding. They know he's there, but he gets one. Another opportunity, but Governor, he capitalizes. 2 versus 3 now, and site control is that of EZ5.
Spike planted.
Quick. The paranoia, looking for an opportunity. Menace, he knows one is either lane or main. And he has to hit a shot. He needs an opportunity, and there it is. Governor gone. Now they know that this is an isolated duel on site. And if they take this 2v1, they're going to force Silva to push in from the back. They're split. They need this kill. Leviathan, he's working his way up the flank. This is going to be about timing. Menace takes the first, and they're just going to be on the bomb there. Not electing to stick it. Leviathan, in the smoke. He needs to go quick here. Staying on the bomb, and Menace protects his friend, keeps them alive.
Is nothing
in that round. And that's a 5th. Now that 6-6 scoreline is looking more and more likely. Something that PHOENIX1, it didn't look likely right off the bat.
Last round before the switch.
Honestly, it's like the caffeine kicked in or something for PHOENIX1. But they're doing really well here. They definitely, as we were talking about, like that they needed to get a couple rounds to break the economy of EZ5, and they've done that. We can see here that their economy is kind of whacked. They can buy this round, but they're not going to be able to buy next round. They're going to have to do a save if they lose this.
Oh, look at this setup. This looks like the breach flash to push tiles. So if Jet's just dashing on in, I want to see how this turns out for them. Because the aggression has been the crux of this. Working fantastically. Oh, the second blind. This is so perfect. He's given so many opportunities. It's target-rich environment. And he gets 2. Jangler helps out, and there's an ultimate 2. It's only 10 seconds into the round. It's already a 4v2. These aggressive plays are just tearing EZ5 apart.
Did you really say that it was a target-rich environment?
I did. I did. I have to say
I
my,
love
my
your
dumb
phrases.
puns and live one-liners.
You have the best phrases.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that greatly. And I'm sure that they would appreciate a 7th round here to keep it competitive. But still, a 6-6 half, that's kind of what you want to see in a semifinal. You want these games to be close. You want them to be hard for either team to pull through. And thus far, they've been putting on a good show. 2 versus 4. And with the Empress, CCAS still has an opportunity here, but both these players will need to go big to find these fights and win them.
Yeah, but the Empress just ran out, so he actually no longer has that advantage.
Leviathan, he has an opportunity, but he's already down low. And now,
30 seconds
with
left.
this health disparity, it's just going to take one shot through the wall, just a slight spam to drop him. And his teammate, not much health on his side either. No Empress, not a ton of opportunities. There's corruption on the site, spotted out. They get 1, but are traded through with 6-6, all tied up in the half.
That was a great half. We came into this match talking about the fact that these two teams are going to be very competitive with each other. We're going to see some really close matches here.
Switching
I'm excited
sides.
that we're right. Coming in 6-6 in the half. This is really going to come down to, is EZ5's defense enough to stop PHOENIX1? We saw them being aggressive on the defense. I'm curious to see now that they're attacking if PHOENIX1 is going to keep up that aggression or if they're going to back off a little bit and try to play a little bit of mind games here with EZ5.
Yeah, and I think the thing with Governor, at the beginning, in those like first, I think it was 4 or 5 rounds, he had 16 kills. And then the whole second quarter of the game, he had 4 more. So he started with a bang, and then that spark just kind of died out. And I think if they want to take Ascent home, they're going to need to bring that spark back, and they're going to need to stay strong. Not just him, but also some of the other fraggers that we often see going hard for EZ5. But it's immediately a retake. Jets just dashed on in and taking the site control with no intention. Nats through the smoke will actually take Jangler. Nice little headshot there. 30 from Menace, holding the line. And this retake is quick. A 5 versus 4. And the utility is raining in, causing so much trouble. But the shorty from Menace, 2. Now it's just a flurry. It's 4. The quick right clicks from Governor close it on up. And they pull ahead out of the deadlock. 7-6 as EZ5 pick up the pistol.
Yeah, and we saw them, yes, we saw them earlier take up the pistol on attack, so this is gonna be hard for PHOENIX1, because we know that EZ5 is good with their pistols. They're good with these SMGs and shotguns that they're bringing in. So it looks to me like that, getting my colors mixed up. PHOENIX1 is buying some SMGs, even though that they lost that one, trying to kind of negate the effect of these higher level guns that EZ5 is bringing in now.
And I mean, you say they're higher level, but Spectre versus Stinger, sometimes that difference is just down to minutia. And I think that if this swings either way, it'll be an important round for either team. Menace is in quickly with the Judge. So it's again, they're just playing for retake. I'm guessing that they, off that defensive aggression, they were ready for these super quick execs and are able to play against it. Because see, Menace, he gets greedy, tries to go up and get a pick, but he's punished by 4. The shock dart, though, from second will help out, and this utility is being dumped down on the heavens. A spam gets damage, and Gucci converts. King trades onto Nat to 3 versus 2. And now the site control has into the hands of the defenders, but he actually can't hit that shot. It's a 1 versus 1. Leviathan, he's holding the line, and the dart doesn't hit. If he pushes this, he's dead. It's Leviathan's Bulldog. He wants to stick this. He's gonna get a tap, but quick adjustment from him. Wow, that caught me off guard. Off the bomb and on the head. An 8th round.
Yeah, I heard you. You were gonna say pros don't fake.
I was.
Yeah, that was really nice. It was good though, that because P1 did take out 4 of the 5 players from EZ5, which means they don't get to bring those guns over that they had, which we had seen in the first half that they did, and which is a really good way to kind of save money. So right now we only have the Bulldog is the only gun that kind of carried over. We see everybody else buying up. Governor's getting himself a rifle. Everybody else going with those SMGs and an Ares I saw.
Yeah, and Governor coming back online here is big. He's up to 23 now. And the pace change is here, but look again, this is more of these just force fight wars, where both teams are putting in investment. But nice, this positioning. He's up in heaven so quick, but there's 3 there to greet him. King's there to help, but he cannot. Ooh, he actually hits the wrong guy. TCAS will trade that through. 3v4 advantage with the defense as they push on into the shelter though. Does get a pick, and that's a nice double dig, but it doesn't convert a kill. Governor is in with 3, and he's just gonna do it all. Leviathan helps out with the Ares, 9-6. And this is pretty much mimicking what we saw with them pulling ahead in that first half. The question is, can PHOENIX1 have that same reply?
Yeah, if they do, they need to do it faster than they did in the first half there. Just because once EZ5 gets kind of on a roll here, they're running with it. PHOENIX1 really needs to kind of break them down, get a round win in here. They have the opportunity here if they can take out a lot of these guns and win 2 rounds in a row. They could really wreck the economy of EZ5.
Yeah, and honestly, that call for the second round force feels punishing because they forced into the one after that too, and well, I think that was the right call to do the second force to kind of continue those force by wars. It's going to hurt the economy a little bit. They're practically all down to 0, and if they lose this one, that's going to put them on a full equal, and that's 11 rounds. Then they have to win this one if they want Ascent.
Here.
Yeah, and we do know that EZ5 did pick Ascent, so they are obviously kind of weighted towards winning this map, but we have seen teams win maps that they didn't pick.
Yeah, absolutely. And EZ5, what scares me is if they pick up Ascent, they are such a good buying team. I haven't gotten to see PHOENIX1's buying, so I'm not totally prepared for how they'll chalk up there. But we'll have to see when that possibility becomes a reality. And Leviathan, he gets the first, traded by King. And this round feels a little bit slower. It's actually before the 1 minute mark that the first kill comes out. That's a surprise. Practically half these rounds have been over within 30 seconds. King takes out Governor. And that's a good pick to find. Ooh, this Hunter's Fury, that's so perfect. A lineup, tags 3. Precision, this positioning is so good. Left all onto 1, he's already tagged by the Hunter's Fury. By bullets too, Gucci, nothing he can do here. And 10th is an inevitability for EZ5. I'm sorry, I totally misspoke there. I totally lied. Yeah, that's great. So it's actually gonna be going up now for P1. Playing with the momentum, you know, that's just a dream. If you love EZ5, maybe you can rewind the tapes a little bit, listen to the lies I just told you, and you can continue to believe those. Sounds perfect. Good deal.
I was trying really hard not to call you out, but I was trying to think through. I was pretty sure you had said the wrong one.
Yeah, I have like 2 total brain cells in my head that I have to like rub together really hard to try and form good thoughts. So they didn't do their job there. Gotta warm them up a little bit more. Had a break between the quarters in this, so they need to get revved back up. But a good round for PHOENIX1 to pick up here.
I really like the Jet breach plays that they have here with the flashing and the really quick kind of execution from Jet. But it looks like they're going to play a lot. It has worked a lot for them, but it looks like they're going to be playing a little bit slower this round. We've had a lot of really aggressive rounds, as you had said before, where kills were coming out in the first like 10 seconds. It was over before the minute mark. It seems like both teams have kind of decided to take a breath, slow it down a little bit.
Right there.
Hopefully throw off their opponent by not being quite as aggressive.
Yeah, and I like this slight change of pace, but the execution is still quick. It's still this explosion. Leviathan has the Hunter's Fury, and he's going to get a kill with it. Traded through, so a 4v4. And again, it's a retake towards this B site. It feels like practically every time it's PHOENIX1 heading towards the site, and they've had kind of a mixed bag of success in these post plans.
That positioning for precision.
Yeah, a good spot for at least one, but ooh, the shock darts gets 1, and Governor times in as well, but precision is the man to watch. He's on the flank. Triggered his discipline is
player
perfect.
standing.
It has to be him, and he has to strike at the right time. He needs multiple kills here. He'll get one, but now the game is given away. With the breach
enemy
flash, he
remaining.
gets a second. A 1v1, but he can't hit it. It's Governor to this time, for real, pull the 10th for EZ5.
Governor has been feeling it this game. He has consistently gotten those kind of clutch kills when his team needs him to.
He's about to hit 30 kills. 17
He's about to hit
rounds
30.
in.
Yeah.
That is insane. Literally, okay, the second best player in the server, Leviathan, is on 16. He has nearly double the second. I can't wait to see his average combat score at the end of this.
Yeah, it's going to be high. The question, though, is he going to be able to keep it up for the next game?
Yeah.
Or the next 2 games, possibly?
And that's a good point you bring up there, because if he doesn't keep this performance up, because it's a best of 3, and if we go the full way, that's a good few hours. Keeping up the level of performance he's showing for that long can be hard. So I think we need to see in these next maps. I think we need to see more from TCAS, who's been so good previously, and Leviathan. Well, he starts things off nicely with an Odin spray down on precision, and also taking the breach out early is going to be a good one to find. I love how they play retake. They know that retake is where they thrive. They're not giving these fights away. And I think it's countering this aggression really well. The King, ooh, this is good. He gets the first, looking for a second. Oh my god, what an adjustment. He only needs 2, but he does deploy the neural theft. Governor dashes over, and he dies for it. A 2 versus 2. Still good. Ultimate forces them into Gucci, but they're actually both going to jail. And Nat,
One enemy
forget the
remaining.
first. This is a game of timing. Oh, is he going to check main? He doesn't know. It's a 1 versus 1. Spike is loose, and Nats makes the right call. Falls back, plays it safe, knows that he has the advantage here.
That was a really good call not to push that, because once he knew that the 7 seconds were up, it's
30
really
seconds
dangerous
left.
to just go running around
Oh,
those
menace.
corners.
Nats has read him like a book. Oh my, what? The Bucky wins it? That is so quick from Menace. 8 points now as he removes the head. Just, wow. That's great stuff from Menace. That round looked done and dusted. It looked like Nats had done enough, but not to be so.
Yeah, and this is great for PHOENIX1 because they've now broken the economy on EZ5. They have to save here. They have to do some sort of either half buy or a full save in order to get their economy back online. And P1's not looking great either. Like their economy is a little wishy-washy. But it's good that they've now kind of equalized that. It's not them going up against rifles time after time when they only have SMGs and pistols.
Sure. And they almost like feigned some aggression towards main, but the breach flashes will waylay any attempts. There's barely anyone playing this A site, and they're yet again going to elect for this full A retake. And there was a call for a stack towards B, but it's a wrong read.
Yeah, but that's fine because they've backed out now. They didn't lose a man to this. They can do the retake. They're very good at retaking these sites, so backing out and giving up the site isn't too big of a deal. But they are now on a timer. That's the only kind of caveat to...
But with this weapon disadvantage too, and the amount of utility that PHOENIX1 can throw at them, this is going to be tough no matter how you slice it. Still, the Blade Storm is available, and that has to be the difference maker here, unless it's just an individual play. And Governor, that's a great start. Menace gone, but the Rolling Thunder, they don't even have to go for these picks, they just have to delay. They just have to stave off the push. And again, it's just the utility bullying in, but look at these positioning. They are perfectly set up for a post plant, so even though they're going to win the round, they're not going to get out with their lives. That's so well played, because now the economy is still there, but that's so much damage done.
Yeah, that's going to be rough for both teams, actually, because they both lost a lot of players there. We did see, I mean, EZ5 did have 2 that were still up, so they can buy this round. But we're not going to see that many rifles coming out of PHOENIX1. They have 3, the baby rifle and the bulldog.
Yeah, but that play, it just turned it completely around, because now this is like a pristine buy, and if they win this one, they're going to just build an economy.
Right.
Menace again in quick. He's already on site with that judge. And they're waiting for an opportunity. TCAS in the smoke, waiting. The judge. The Executioner directly outside his doorstep. Menace is in a spot where he should get at least one, but no, he looks the wrong way, and Gucci takes him down. That Hunter's Fury gets one pick and actually 3 damage. All the Hunter's Fury from both these Silver players have been exceptional this game. King, good position and good shot. He capitalizes from his start. Now 4.5 seconds are up. The time is up for Leviathan. Governor 2 is gone, and it's left all into one. Zekin through the wall closes. It's back, equalize. We started the half 6-6, and now it's 10-10.
Yeah, PHOENIX1 has brought this back. It was looking a little iffy for them for a while, especially at the beginning of this half, just because EZ5 was able to get those initial rounds in. But they've rallied, and they've come back very strong here, bringing it to 10-10. It's going to be hard. This whole series is going to be very hard for both these teams if these games continue to be this close. Because you can't really get that much of a morale boost by being this close to your enemy when the game is over. So nobody's going to come in feeling like that they can't win or something, regardless of who actually wins this game.
Here.
Spike planted.
Die. Revealing enemy.
Last player standing.
There they are.
Alright, so that was a good pick from PHOENIX1. Able to have 2 players left standing at the end. Their economy is coming back very strongly here, and we're seeing that EZ5 can still buy. Have an Odin coming out from Leviathan, so that's going to be interesting. Mimi's favorite gun here.
Hello. Alright, speaking of Mimi, I'm back now. My microphone fixed again and back into the game. What did I miss? They actually picked up that round, and this is good momentum built now. But it's a full buy for both teams. Still, I'm interested to see. Neither have elected for the operator. It looks like they would have had money if PHOENIX1 had wanted it, but no, the rifles are what they're aiming for. And this is a very important round. If PHOENIX1 want to close, if they want to upset and take away his 10, this is the place to do it.
Yeah, and honestly, the operator, not getting the operator is a good choice here, just because the economy's been so bad for both these teams that if they lost that, they would be screwed for the next couple of rounds. And at this point, with an 11-10 scoreline, you don't want to be messing with your economy that way unless you can guarantee that you'll take that round.
Yeah, Operator's so high risk, high reward, but both Menace and Governor, they've been doing enough with the rifles and the Bladestones. You don't even necessarily need that Operator. Again, it's just quick play. And again, it's a retake. The Governor starts things off strong. Leviathan, he capitalizes his start and he takes Menace. The plant will be initiated, but it's at a deficit. 4 versus 3. Zekin in main. He has defense. There's actually 2 in main. If they just flood sight here, they can just get on that bomb. They can just hold it down. Leviathan, he's holding on to it. He's keeping that control. And now, King takes 1, but it's left all onto him. They're sticking the plant, and they'll take it home. 11-11. And I think that they're still going to have economy, so there will still be a buy here. But that is a huge round to pick up for EZ5.
Are we going to go to overtime in game 1?
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. I mean, PHOENIX1, they had overtime in 2 out of 3 of their matches in their quarterfinal BO3.
Okay, so this is like their thing.
They're just the overtime kings. They just love it.
Yeah. So it looks like, as you were saying, we are able to see full rifles, not full shields though, which makes me think that we're sacrificing shield for abilities, or we're not able to buy full abilities even with the light shield.
Yeah. Menace is up on this brainstorm. And he has the Bucky as well, which is a dangerous combination with him. He starts off on Governor. Oh no, the right click doesn't connect to the second, and Teak has that chance, allows him a kill, but now he's trapped out, and Precision takes him down. A 4 versus 3. But Nats equalizes, but no. That means that there is still the lockdown. So this is the opportunity back into it. The opportunity for a 12.
One enemy
And
remaining.
the Rolling Thunder is good too, but King, he has a great position, a great flank to take one. And it's left all into Leviathan. He has a read on King. Oh, he doesn't.
Take
Looks
what's
away,
useful.
turns the corner, and loses it out. It's match point, PHOENIX1.
I was sure Leviathan
Match
had the
point.
read on that. I thought he looked so much like he was looking there, but he just wasn't expecting King to be in the kind of like close
goes
corner.
here.
He was expecting him to be more towards the tree side of that little cubby. I've really liked PHOENIX1's ability to swap
is a nice
between
spot.
being
Yeah.
aggressive and being slow and not like getting confused. It doesn't seem like there's ever miscommunication there. And it's been really nice to see from them.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have been playing together as a team for a while, and they've had pretty good results. I remember, I forget which tournament it is, they just picked up one fairly recently, and they've looked good throughout. Like I said, coming into the state of 9-1 record in their last 10 games, so looking great. And now they're looking primed to close this end.
Cover
It's
going
gonna fall to a 5 versus 5 retake. What better way to close it out? This game just feels every time it's these retakes. And this time, it'll have to be EZ5 closing if they want overtime. That Hunter's Fury is good for a tag, but Governor will still kill Menace.
Right here.
That Blade Storm is actually good for another now. Jangler is out of the match. Precision, he's holding close. But the Blade Storm again, it's Governor all the way through. He gets 3, make it 4. He can't hit the ace, but he's done enough. Nats closes it, and Governor, he is at 37 kills. God damn, he is having a hell of a map, and we're going to overtime.
Yes, we
Switching
are.
sides. Overtime.
But yeah, Governor is having like the game of his life right now, which is great because this is the semifinal game, and you need to have that if you want to go to the finals. Still a little bit concerned how it's going to affect his later games, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Okay. But yeah, we're going into overtime here. We've swapped sides again, so now we have EZ5 is on attack with PHOENIX1
Right here.
on defense. I'm curious. I think EZ5 is going to go with a fairly aggressive push here, but they're leaving Spike in the back, which means that they'll probably make a lot of noise, try to get some picks,
Here.
and then rotate quickly out to B. Or
Wolf?
if what? No, okay, I know I'm not supposed
Wolf?
to be making
Menace has
precision.
an off.
Oh,
Menace has an off.
oh, he does. He's glass
This is
cannoning it.
ballsy. Yeah, this is ballsy. I think, wow. That is a confident position to play.
Deploying drone.
But, ow. Is the drone's probably not going to go back there though.
Yeah, it's not. They don't know
No.
he's here.
Yeah, nobody's hidden in wine really. Oh, but they're going to go away.
This is good. This is good for them. And the thing is that if they take side control, that off is gonna suck. It's not gonna be what you want on the post
Off coming
plant,
back.
on a retake. And that's looking more and more likely. It's postured towards this B side, but look, there's 3 here holding. They're not even touching middle. They're just holding these sites like their lives depend on it, and their place in the tournament sure does. Jangler opens things up, gets 1. TCAS straight through, but King, good position for only 1 though, a 3 versus 3. So as I mentioned, it's gonna have to be a retake. The shock darts are there. Will actually do good damage to this bomb carrier if they land.
Spike
Not
planted.
to be. Spike
Big flight.
deployed, and a post plant retake for PHOENIX1. Oh, Gucci. Look at this flank. There's no one currently up main, but if he plays his timings right here, he could be the difference in this round.
Yeah, because all the defenders are coming in from the same area, and I don't think they're actually going to check. Oh, that blind. That was a good blind.
Paranoia. That paranoia is perfect. They wanted to push at that moment, but they delay. Now Menace is just holding line with the op, and now the kills are going out. It's gonna have to be onto Leviathan. He's stunned, gets the first, cannot hit the second. 13-12. PHOENIX1, they're primed. They're yet again on match point. Can they close it this time though?
Yeah, they want this.
Switching
It's not their
sides.
map pick. If they can pick
Match
this up,
point.
they're gonna look pretty good going into the second map since they chose bind. And I know we did see EZ5 unbind previously in the quarterfinals, and they were very strong there. But the fact that they didn't pick that map and they had first option to pick tells me that PHOENIX1 has to be a threat on bind to them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, and
that's going to be a hard game.
I haven't personally seen a game of PHOENIX1 on time, but they have a good win rate on it. Same as we said though for EZ5, they have an 85% win rate on that map. So we're gonna have to see how they fare, and it might have to be that. But still, a Sense isn't over just quite yet. Nat starts off well for himself.
Deploying
5v4.
drone.
I feel like this is a story I've told 100 times,
Spike planted.
but again, it's this retake on the B site. And again, it's match point. Another opportunity to close it, another opportunity to stay in it, but King, what is that? 3 kills. It was so good, but now it's into a 2v2.
One enemy
now
remaining.
there's a chance, but Menace, he's up close and they want to close this, they do it. King
Attackers win.
and the rest of his team, PHOENIX1, they take it in overtime. And it teleporting strat, it can also be really effective. Maybe not the full around the world triple teleporter strat, but I think we'll definitely see some things. And as you alluded to, the stakes are high in this. Whoever's gonna win this out is gonna have an option for that $5,000 prize pool. It's a big prize to the winner, but still options here. And after this, we're also gonna have game for 3rd place on this channel as well. And already the teleporters used
Spike planted.
as well. There's 3 defenders here on the flank. And only 2 to hold the line. They have a good crossfire, but King, deeper in the corner than TCAS may have expected. Nat takes the first and the second. 5 versus 3, that's perfect. 2 are dropped down low, but nobody's lost. And now this is going to signal that the push from CT can begin as well. This wall will hold off, but Governor, he's just going to get on the bomb, and he might just stay on the bomb here. Up and over the top is his enemy dead, but Precision is in with 3, actually. Wow, absolutely sprang him down with the classic. And now it's a 2-on-2. They have to break that wall. They have to get in. But time is not with him. Leviathan, though, a double with the Frenzy to take the pistol round. EZ5 up 1.
A frenzy! Okay, I'm sorry. I had to do that at least once during this stream. You know how much I love the frenzy.
Yeah.
But that was a
Frenzy's
that was a
best
really
friend.
nice retake from EZ5. I like the kind of flanking around behind to come from the attacker side. That was such a good pincer move, working with their B-side brothers who were coming in from their own spawn.
Yeah, and that like double showers push is something we see a lot of teams doing on Bind. Kind of conceding sight and maintaining showers control. Because if you keep that showers control and just play retake from CT and showers, you're in a really good position to hold through. Now, again, this is kind of par for the course of what we've seen, but both teams will elect buys into the second round. So it's going to be, again, these forced by wars. Whoever can pull out on top will, of course, be advantaged. This wall, this time it's a bit different. Still holding off the defense. And this is a consistent theme we see with EZ5, where they're playing these retakes, and they're playing a bit slow on them. But now, this is working well for them. Trades put them in favor, and that's in with another. 4 versus 2. Last 2, both trapped in short. But trapped might not be the best word. Precision, he's breaking straight. I don't know if he has his resurrection already up and available. Leviathan tapping, but now it has to just be him. He's just sticking this. He's just holding the line. It's a 1v1, but Zekken won't check it. 2-0, and that's closer than it probably should have been, but it's a win regardless.
Have to get that last kill in now. But yeah, I mean, we see this quite often where team gets the first round, they get the second round. Pretty straightforward here. I'm curious about the amount of Bulldogs that we're seeing come out in the last couple of games. Just because most people don't like that gun, but it's been working very well when we've seen it come out. And we see that PHOENIX1 is pulling some SMGs on par with the kind of guns that EZ5 has right now, which is going to make this a little bit more difficult. Normally, they would have rifles at this 3rd round and be able to outgun the enemy team, and we're not going to see that yet.
Yeah, and again, it's like I mentioned, it's just these back and forth force buys. And again, it's sight control, and it's another retake. This is just same story again and again. This time it's going to be actually a similar push. They're crunching in from the back lines, and they're pushing CT, but this time there's more here to hold the line. 3 of the attackers are here and ready to go.
Right here.
Look at these shocks. Could get off bomb in a pinch. The judges trade back and forth, and Nats, he's just sticking this. He's just holding it down. He gets it half before dying himself. The Hunter's Fury will go, but now they're just trying to desperately hold on to this bomb. But the defenders can't do it. Holding close to precision, and up and over the top. It's again the judges and the Spectres to win it out. A first round now up for PHOENIX1.
That was really nice to see from them. So we've seen EZ5 in the first 2 rounds. They go into showers, and then they come out of showers on that flank move, and it's been pretty detrimental to PHOENIX1 in the first 2 rounds. Even when they didn't flank in the second round, they came out of showers, which was not an expected push from the defense, which I think threw off the attackers a little bit. But right there, they were prepared for that shower push. They waited, they had the Cypher cages to go
Scanning
up.
ahead.
It was really nice to see them kind of adjust their strategy for that.
Yeah, definitely. Now that's actually a great opening pick up for PHOENIX1, which is going to give them good position towards this B site. And it does seem like they are fighting for this B site instead of playing retake as they so often are. Gucci is still up behind them, and the shotguns through and through get 3. Governor and Gucci. Governor now has the Bladestorm available. He's so dangerous with these knives.
Gun here.
3
Enemy
versus
remaining.
2. That's a quick shot. He's on for a 4K. And blinded out. He'll take it. A 4th for Governor. And the 4th round closes 3-1, favoring EZ5.
Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate in the way that where the spike dropped and how EZ5 was already set up kind of around it. It didn't really give PHOENIX1 that many chances to come in and grab it in order to like rotate out or fake a rotate out or anything like that. So it's always hard when you have the spike drop in an unfortunate position because you're kind of
Get out of my way!
doing an uphill battle at that point, trying to retrieve it before you can go plan.
Yeah, definitely a tough spot for them to be in. And now it's the Bladestorm from Menace. He's all the way up behind, and the right click isn't going to work too well for him. He doesn't die, but still, losing that Bladestorm is going to be pretty harmful for them. Already on the scene are all of the defenders. Taz will open it up, but it's the Judge in close from Governor. 5 versus 3. This man and his Judge is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I feel like every time he's on that weapon, he gets at least 2 or 3, gets the Bladestorm and finishes off, but Leviathan, oh, this is perfect. Drops the Spike. King does trade, 4 versus 2, but Spike's loose on site.
Retrieved the spike.
King will pick up where his dead teammate left off and finish the job, plant the Spike. But oh wow, he gets 2 before dying himself. 4th round for EZ5.
It was really good positioning from Leviathan, being on site and hiding, waiting for that spike to kind of come in and start being planted. Because killing the spike carrier as they're planting really helped his team gain enough time to come onto site and do that retake very cleanly against the last 2 that were alive from P1.
This is a nice spot.
I bet Menace is probably a little bit angry at himself for not at least somewhat checking the site to make sure it was clear.
This is a nice spot.
Definitely
Goes here.
tough for him there, and well, now this is looking pretty good for EZ5. I feel like we've seen them sometimes struggle with some of these defense paths against some other teams, but now just playing retake, they seem to have a really good read on PHOENIX1's positioning. They know that it's always just these, they wait a bit, and then they explode onto a site, plant the bomb, and then it's just these quick retakes, because in the 5v5 situations, with the amount of utility that they can spam down, it works really well for them. Menace moonwalking up towards Hookah, and it's just the eco as they look for the opportunity. Leviathan's actually on the operator. We normally see that up for Governor, so I'm interested to see how Leviathan fares on this weapon. I've seen good things from him, especially on the Odin last game and throughout these series. But Menace can't judge Governor, the judge guy himself, but can deke him, I guess. Jangler takes him, a 4 versus 4. Resurrection is available for PHOENIX1, so if they like to use that, that can put them back into a bit of an advantage here. And the retake might be struggling with that operator, but no, an early shot onto Zekin. And this is man advantage back in their favor, a 4 versus 3. They are going to use the Showstopper. Ooh, Jangler gets 2, but the Rocket trades him out. Now the last position is known just to Sheriff. It can't do anything, it's left all on Precision. And Precision needs them both. He gets the first, will fall back. Might get spammed down, but he'll heal up, and he'll bring his friend right on back. Nats holding the line here, gets the first, looking for the adjustment, looking for the spray down, but look what he can abuse from. He can just tuck in, he can stick this if he needs to, he's not gonna elect to. Instead, no, he's gotten pinged out now. They know what's going on. He needs to take the fight, and he wins it, but is there enough time?
think he got it, yeah.
Oh, so close.
You forget.
But
I
it
always
is a
play high
fifth for
stakes.
EZ5. And the operator back in their hands as well.
Oh, they need to not do that to us, though. That was a harrowing retake from EZ5, but it did work out for them. They were able to... I was a little concerned when he got off of it. I thought he was going to not fake. But we don't really see that a whole lot. They normally get it to half, and then they do come off it just to kind of check to make sure that nobody is coming for them. We do see
Definitely.
full buys from everybody, though, so P1 is not out of it yet. They do have to start kind of bringing up their momentum a little bit. Break the momentum in them. The kind of like morale that EZ5's got going right now.
Yeah, and I mean, for those of you who were with us in the first match on Ascent there, I mean, we saw that this is pretty par for the course with these two. I don't know how that shot didn't hit from Governor, but he'll still get away with this life. Actually, no. King takes him. That is not a great start, but it's for them, but at least a good one for P1. Now, ults are used out in a flurry. Hunter's Fury isn't going to find too much, besides a little damage on his teammate. Precision will take T-Kaz. This blind is perfect for Gucci, but he can trade it right on back. King's out and tested. Nice little fade away onto Jangler, Omen the Omen. But Menace, he's recovered the operator. That's not something you want to give his way. A 2v2. And look at this rotation, they're both going to be short. And the post-plant positioning is near perfection. But the shotgun still available. Menace, though, he's the danger man in this. He has his dash and he has the op in his hand.
One enemy remaining.
And now, he only needs to find one. Precision helps out onto Gucci. He's gonna just sit on this bomb. Maybe even stick it. Gonna get it half. He's going for this. He's going for this, but no. Precision finds the timing, cleans it up, and they pull a second.
Yeah, that was really good. They needed a round win there. And they got the op, which is awesome. $5,000 you don't have to spend yourself, as we've said before. Wonderful choice. Alright. I'm hoping that this is kind of a turn for them, that they're going to be able to keep up the momentum, get another couple of wins, start evening out this game a little bit. This is PHOENIX1's map pick, so I would expect them to be very strong on this map, and right now hasn't quite shown that yet.
Yeah, ooh, this is a perfect gap in the smoke, but Menace can't quite find the shot. Unfortunate chance to miss out on, but still, it's not the strongest of buys that EZ5 has ever seen. Oh, this double teleportation is interesting, and it works well to take out King. That also means that the flank trips are down, so now flanking is more of a possibility. A man has to be dedicated, and there's just not the bodies to do so. T-Kaz in the perfect corner, but Precision is ready, takes him out. And again, it's the teleporters. They're coming right back in, but the wall will stave that assault. Oh, this is
Here
the
we
bind
go.
special. The bind special. Back and forth and back and forth. And Omen has a teleport of his own. They're meeting on the A side, but look, it's the flank. Jet in CT, it's Menace. And with his operator, if he can find Gucci, that's so perfect. The spam through the wall, he can just tap, tap, tap away and let the bomb loose. And this is a game
One
of timing.
enemy
Gucci
remaining.
actually spots it, and now he knows where the last is. He doesn't even have to take the fight with Menace. Menace, however, he needs to find 4. Smoked off. No Blade Storm. Oh my, what? What was, okay, Menace? That is, wow, absolutely menacing. I'm not sure what that looked like from his perspective, but he still doesn't have the bomb. So he's just gonna save. That shot got me a little scared for EZ5 for a second. And yeah, the nice shot in chat. Oh, another one?
10
Jesus,
seconds
Menace.
left.
He is popping off on the operator, but still, these kills are just for show. No round win to be had. And it's a 6 now, pulled for EZ5.
Looks like I was the stronger one.
I mean, that's right, Jet, but you did lose the round. So.
Yeah.
Little unfortunate. That's okay. He did save the op, which is nice. You know, don't ever want to give one of those to your opponents. Those were some crazy flicks, though. I was sure Gucci had him dead to rights up there.
Yeah.
But we're coming in here, 6-2. Everybody's looking kind of okay
This is gonna
on the
be
economy.
fun.
Nobody's like really taken over the way that we saw a little bit on Ascent, where one team would take over and the other team struggled to get their economy back. We don't have that situation here quite yet.
Yeah. Hunter's Fury immediately will force a teleportation. Possibly a shot too. It will get the tag, so that's some information. But Governor is up on a fast flank here.
And they have no idea that he is coming.
He's
He's
gonna
able
rout
to
him.
kind of miss all of those Cypher traps that would make them aware of a flank.
He needs to pick up the pace here. They're taking sight. He needs to find the timing. He needs to find it perfectly. And if he can, it would be so big. He finds one. The second, looking for a third. He finds it. Looking for possibly 4. No, shut down by King. But still, he just likely won that round. A 4v2. And it would have to be Menace and King to pull back. Home falls the B site again as it slows down. The terror of the knives gone, but still the operator on Menace available. 40 seconds. They have time to play with, but they don't have manpower. Taps the bomb, waiting for a peek, waiting for an opportunity.
30 seconds left.
Not to come. Menace will
Spike
stick
planted.
it. Leviathan on the flank here. If he kills Cypher, this is perfect. Whoa. Menace, another op shot, and he managed to dash out. King gets one too. This shouldn't be possible.
out of my
They're
way.
just gonna stick. This is a matter of time. The blade storm's up.
Player
And no,
standing.
he can't hit it. They do close, and they make do of Governor's hard work. 7-2 now.
Yeah, that having Governor come in on the flank there with his knives out. Again, we're seeing it on the scoreboard where he's leading his team by quite a few kills. He just like really is
This should do.
coming on strong
this is
these
a nice
last
spot.
2 games. And it's very nice to see from him because we did see that he was not quite as
this should
strong as
do.
we would have liked him
This is a nice
to
spot.
appear in the quarterfinals, so it's really nice to see this from him. But coming in, getting those 3 kills, just nobody knew he was there, and that was wonderful for his team and really allowed them to kind of set the tone for that whole round.
It feels like they're just playing hot potato with this operator. I think that was bought so early on, and now the teams just keep trading it back and forth. Menace has done a lot with that very same gun, and now Governor's opportunity is here. That wall broken early means that there's not going to be a secured plant. It also means that Governor can just hold this line. He knows they're off the bomb, and the Hunter's Fury, well positioned, or at least he tags, possibly a kill. He'll get one, at least, and good damage onto the others. Gucci will capitalize off some of that. Takes the Cypher King out of the round.
One
Oh.
enemy remaining.
Goes Governor, and down goes Menace. The Deagle is the only one standing, and he's shocked, dead. Jangler, no option. This half is already really great for EZ5.
Yeah, they're coming out strong on this half, which is nice to see, especially if we want this to go to a game 3. But it's going to be interesting to see how their attack is, because we are going to be swapping soon. We have 2 more rounds, and then we're going to swap sides. And if they win these next 2, they're in really good position to take this map. Not even because they'll have a better attack than the defense, but simply because the defense has so many rounds to make up.
Ooh, that paranoia is so good though, and it'll punish Governor. Menace is in quick for the first. These guys have the hands of Nats.
Keep found.
But now Nats, he's cut off here, but still, maintaining
Where is
Shower's control
everyone
is really
hiding?
good. And this neural theft
Spike
will give
planted.
great information on the positioning of the last 2, or the last 3 rather. 4? Can I count? Learning to count, learning the ABCs, we're back to kindergarten. And Nats, taken to school, precision, drops him out, his headshot just gets better.
not kill my
A revive up for precision. Menace back in the round. And a 3v4. They're just taking the plant though. And they take it home. 9-2.
Player standing.
And, well, they're just gunned down at the end.
Last round in the half.
They all died after time too. That's not great in their economy.
Yeah, because
pretty
they
rough.
don't get the extra money if they die after the time. So that's going to be rough for them because they lost those guns now. 9-2, this has got to be demoralizing for PHOENIX1. Like, they won the map that they hadn't picked. They probably came in here maybe a little bit confident, overconfident that they could take this, which is going to be their map pick. And EZ5 is just like, no.
Yeah.
You might have chosen this map, but we rule on here.
Yeah, I mean, their bind is so strong and they're showing it. Nice shot from Menace
Cage
though.
triggered.
The operator, down immediately. Nats does trade. This is same story as last round, where it's an opening death for Gov, but a trade from Nats to keep him in it still. Zakin will push, and this time Nax is gone, and he's actually going to get a second. The gun he picked up works so well. A gift given. But Gucci, this flank, perfect. No, not enough. 9-3 half. And still, that is a fantastic half if you're
Switching
a fan
sides.
of EZ5.
Yeah, that was a great half out of them. And it is 9-3. We do have a chance for PHOENIX1 to come back on defense here. It is a little bit easier to defend this map. I say that, but a lot of people are really good at attacking this map. So yeah, they do have a chance there. It's not completely out of their hands. We don't have EZ5 in double digits yet, but they are going to have the added pressure of they have to keep winning rounds. They can't give up that many rounds to EZ5, or they're going to lose this game.
I mean, the thing is, if they lose the pistol, that's already there, and say that's likely then a conversion of the first buy round, of the first, like, forced buy round, and that's already 11. That's such a tough spot to be in. The question is, who will win the pistol? Because this is necessary for PHOENIX1, and for EZ5, well, they'd love to have it as well. Immediately, Governor, he's making quick work of the B site, and this almost seems like a mimic of what we saw from PHOENIX1, where they quickly take site,
planted.
and then there's a retake ready, and here it is. Menace, the first, almost making that too, but it's his teammate instead to take out TCAS. Leviathan, though, look at this, the counter flank. He's coming up behind the flankers, but now Jangler's on the plant. He's not getting off this, he's just sticking this. No, halfway, still, he'll hold it down, and he'll win it. Pistol round goes the way of P1, and now only 5 rounds in between them.
Yeah, that's definitely gotta feel good, because as you were saying, if they had lost that pistol round, most likely they weren't going to take the second round, and at that point it would have been 11-3, and they would have had to continuously force. And their economy wouldn't be able to support that very well unless they got a couple of round wins. So getting that first round is wonderful for them. This is perfect. Because now they can buy up. We're seeing even Bulldogs coming out, really kind of getting aggressive with their gun choices to make sure that they can get the second round in this half.
And it is going to be the full eco. They know that they have the advantage here still, and they don't want to give away too many rounds. So they're electing just a full save. And as you probably expect, Menace will open things up onto Gov. And they'll continue to clean shot. Gooch does get one onto King. And that's a possibility of a recovered gun. And the bomb will be planted. So that's at least that 300 credits coming over to everyone on their team. Leviathan gets one, but traded through. Menace cleans up. 3K for him. 3 left alive. It's a 5th.
Yeah, that was a beautiful retake. And we expected that with the guns that they bought, that they would be able to take that even if the bomb got planted. However, now we're gonna have to... They're gonna have to really dig deep and get these rounds for themselves, because they're closing the gap. And EZ5 is going to, you know, maybe came into this a little lackadaisical into the second half here. They're really gonna have to step it up again, and we're gonna see another, I think, close half here.
Yeah. And I mean, we saw something similar on Ascend. EZ5, they came in with the advantage, but still, they couldn't pull it through in overtime, and despite it being so close, they did lose it out. So I definitely don't count PHOENIX1 out of this just quite yet. Bladestorm is available, and the sight control is there too for the attacker side. Menace in this close corner. The right clicks just never do well for him, it feels. The right clicks with the classic, however, are good for 1. Close fight positioning is good, but King on the flank will recover a gun and find a pick. Governor to trade through. 4 versus 3 onto this retake. Jangler gets one, taps the bomb. Now this disadvantage is big for the attackers. It has to be Governor left alive, but he has to reload, and he cannot close it out. A 6th round, and that should have been one that EZ5 could pull through, but not to be.
I got a little concerned there because the defusal thing did not pop back up on my screen. Yeah, no, this is great. We're seeing a very strong defense from PHOENIX1 here. And I think this is probably the reason that they chose this map. Knowing that if they came in, that their their defense here was going to be so strong that it kind of didn't matter how many rounds they lost as long as they got a couple on attack. So I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see that they weren't just demoralized by that first half and they're fighting back. They're bringing it back. We have 4 rounds for them, the last round in the first half, and these 3 are going the way of PHOENIX1.
Yeah. And the operator is back up again on Menace. And this double showers play, I feel like it hasn't netted too much for PHOENIX1 just yet. But works well for a lot of teams, and we'll have to see if they continue that through. Early damage, but no kill connected.
Get out of my way!
Governor does have the Blade Storm. Last time he popped this, it was a clean 3k that pulled him around. Again.
I don't know that he's going to be able to do that here, though, because the defenders aren't really on site for them. So he's going to have to go find them. Very quiet opening to this round.
Yeah, neither team really committing, but now the shots will be exchanged and the plant will be initiated. Spike down. It's the 5 versus 5 retake, and the gun advantage is with P1. But that Blade Storm and those options are still available for EZ5. Menace can't land that one with Paranoia. In too close. Ooh, actually good adjustment from Precision, but Governor at the same time will find a scalp of his own. Playing in close now. It's a 4 versus 4.
No more charges left.
Bomb tapped. Not being held down. Tap. Again, 2 kills for the defense. 1 the attack.
1 enemy
A 1
remaining.
deke. Make it 2 for Nat. It's left all onto the Precision. She's holding this down. But the 1 dekes, he had 1 bullet, but that is all he needs. Double digits for EZ5.
Yeah, that was really nice from them. It did. Going into a 5v5 with the plant down is always harder on the defense, just because they are now on a timer and they don't have the leisure of like poking and prodding in different areas to see kind of what's going on with their opponent. Like they have to make a decision and they have to do it, and they have to do it fast and they have to do it well. And if any part of that goes wrong, they're going to lose the round. And I think that's what we saw there.
And in a situation like that, it just takes 1 individual performance to pull it through, even if you have the weapon disadvantage. And, well, he really gave that to us. 3 1Ds. Just hold strong there. And Governor dashing on in, they will have B site control. So again, it's looking like it might be a 5v5 retake, but this positioning from Precision is perfect. Holding on to Kuka will help them out well. Governor will send it back to a 4 versus 4. The spike is going to be planted towards back side. Look at all these flanks. All of the defenders are going to be coming from the attacker side of the map. So now a role reversal. If they can clear out CT and just hold from there, that's going to be perfect. And the site roll will help out with that information. Menace, though, is in quickly and takes Leviathan. A tap of the bomb forces a peek, but no kill. That's some perfect positioning from the Jet. Governor, though, he gets 1 of his own, and they're just playing up the time here. Oh, that wall. The wall could be perfect to have to push in, but no. T-Kaz will take 2. And he'll get all 3. That's perfect from T-Kaz to pull in 11.
It was really nice post-plant positioning from EZ5 there. Knowing that PHOENIX1 likes to flank, because we've seen them do it a couple of times. But it was really nice to see them kind of set up there. They planted in the proper spot for their control of that map. And it's really nice to watch them do that. And it looks like we're going to have a tactical pause here. So I'm going to bring the scoreboard down and watch Governor jump around.
Yeah, and I like the call for attack pause here, because I think PHOENIX1, they had a really good start to this half. 3 retakes that they won out, and now with these 2 rounds, excuse me, now with these 2 rounds, they're sitting on the cusp of a win for EZ5, and of course PHOENIX1, they want to close this in 2, not take us the distance, but now split. It's looking more and more likely. So they have some time to talk it through, and hopefully whatever they came up with is enough for them to pull a 7th.
Yeah, because right now, if P1 gives up 1 more round, they're going to be on perpetual match point, and that is so hard, especially when you're only at 6. That means that they're going to have to come in, win 6, and then win 2 more right after that. It's going to be exhausting for them.
Yeah, and they've been good, but I just don't know if that's possible. We will have to see, and if that comeback is to come, it'll have to start here. Again, this early double showers. No need to find more impact. They do a quick trade, kept even. A 3v3 off the start of the round. And the neural theft will reveal the remainder of the attackers all locked into short. They're committing towards the site, and the Hunter's Fury will hit and finish. Nat's gone. 3 versus 2. Governor, he can't land it. It's all on to Gucci. And he knows when he's going to spawn, but he's pinged out and he's dropped. That is excellent from P1 to pull through, and that's the ground on which to build up a comeback if it's to come.
Yeah, I think that tactic pause was definitely well called for them, just to kind of get their heads back on straight here. Definitely talked about those kind of teleporter plays of like, hey, if we see somebody here, you gotta come immediately so that we can pincer them, get some picks. That was really well done from them. I liked having that shower play at the beginning, really kind of set the tone. And it looks here like we're gonna have the same sort of setup where they're prepared to go through the A short teleporter or come in from a flank if need be.
Yeah, and this quick committal is going to give a lot of good information. That A short control means that they can guarantee that it's either going to be towards showers or towards B site. So rotations should be a possibility as soon as they start showing towards the B side of things. Ooh, quickly shot down ultimate from King, but it's all the teleportations through. Now holding close is Nats, but he is unable to find anything. 3 versus 4. Who controls falls? But look at Silva in close with a judge. Second takes remaining. 1 and another. Spike is loose. He's left onto Governor, and he's triple peaked. Gone. 8 to 11. This is getting closer and closer. Only 3 rounds now. This came in with a 9 to 3 half.
Yeah, PHOENIX1 has really brought it this half. You see them on a pretty good streak. They got a 3, and then they lost 2, but now they're on another streak here, and they haven't even let the plant go down. They have gotten, I don't know what they talked about, but it's working for them.
Yeah.
And it seems like we're going to have the same kind of thing. They don't have the jet ult for this one, but they are going to be doing that kind of aggressive A short push.
Yeah, and this is perfect. The judge is the weapon you want for the job. And Menace, ooh, only gets 1. Governor of the Blade Storm is traded through. The resurrection available. Take Menace back to life. Bomb is down. And they know how pivotal this round is. And being able to hold bombs in this position, have a Sage Wall to watch your flank, and just be able to focus on one direction is so perfect. Utility attempting to drown him out, but instead it's the Deagle from PKaz to take decision. Another actually too, he finds that head. A 2v3, and now this is somewhat of a possibility. Spike will be recovered, and some complementary weapons will come as well.
Yeah, that was a very... Where the spike went down was kind of a hard area for them to hold. The Sage Wall definitely helps kind of stopping that flank from coming around, but still wasn't the best place for them to kind of have a chokehold on the attackers. They gave it a fair try, though.
Still 30 seconds left, and they're looking for an opportunity, but nothing is presenting itself just yet. Their only salvation is that the defenders are quite spread out.
30 seconds left.
However, they will begin to group up. The camera reveals both. And with only 20 seconds left, this is going to have to be a quick hit towards sight. King has the line, and he has them both. 9. 2 rounds away now, and I'm beginning to get a little scared here for EZ5.
That was really nice movement between King and Zekken, creating that crossfire, knowing that they were going to come out of hookah, creating that crossfire so when they dropped, regardless of which way they looked, they were going to get shot from the back. So that was a good close to that round after... It was actually a very strong round all around, having the spike down, defending it for so long there, and then choosing to kind of give it up and work on letting them move around and kind of taking them from wherever they wanted to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking at the ult economy here, that Hunter's Fury, if they can get into a post line, but they haven't, looking at the scoreboard here, they haven't gotten a plant in the last 3 rounds that they've lost. If they get the plant, that's where they excel. Their post plants are so strong. But they need a site first. King, helped out by the paranoia, actually loses it through. Nats wins the spray duel, and Governor wins the duel of his own. Jangler is able to get 1, 2 even, but it's not quite enough. Menace on the quick flank, though, could be impactful. Leviathan Initiates the spike,
planted.
and again, that Hunter's Spear is available, and the post-plant positioning is quite good. Menace has the classic, peeks in, right-click, dashes out. Now this is a 2-on-2. One's position is known, but precision, his is not. Now Dart will ping it out, it's getting closer than they
Last
expect. He gets
player
one.
standing.
Governor gets one as well, and it's a 1 versus 1. Governor would need 4 to close this out. Jet v Jet. The time is on Governor's side.
Yeah, he just needs to stall it here.
Ooh, missed shot, good dash. And he's just gonna sit on the bomb. He's sticking this. Governor needs to peek. No, he's off. He needs an opportunity. He cannot hit the shot, and he loses it. The operator, available, not accepted. It's match point. EZ5.
Match point.
That was very unfortunate that Menace didn't grab a different gun there. It's very hard to do a retake with the op,
Yeah.
especially in those kind of sites where there's really close corners and you don't have those long sight lanes that obviously you want for the sniper rifle. We do see him grabbing one again, so he did do good work with it, and I think that's probably why they have it. And he's able to hold long or hold a heaven very well with the op. So it's not a bad choice, even though they did just lose when he had the op last round.
And if he can find a shot here, it'll be a good start. Nat, but he misses the shot. That is not a great start at all. Precision can get one before the paint shells take him out. Hunter's Fury also no effect, so it has to be this retake yet again.
Spike planted.
King and one other. They're waiting in hookah, trying to get a leg back in, but the time is not with them. Nats is low, and so is Governor. So that's the one advantage that they can find, but still, look at the Hunter's Fury. That can be the thing to delay. And with that shot from Gucci, even if he doesn't get another kill here, his positioning is perfect to deny any would-be planters. And Nats, he'll close it out. We are going the distance yet again. Another close game. A crazy star who's like doing absolutely everything. Like we saw with Governor in some of these games. In that they have that consistency. And if they just consistently play well and say Governor's not having an absolute blast, I think that they can tear through EZ5.
Yeah, and I mean, PHOENIX1 is starting on defense here, which it is a little bit harder to defend with the new changes, but it's still it's still easier to defend than it is to attack.
Yeah, in general, but there's a really quick hit out and an early flurry of kills. Oh wow, precision. Those are some quick adjustments and quick frags, but it's 2 versus 2. Menace tries to escape with his life, but in just a matter of seconds, Jangler left alone.
Spike planted.
Paranoia, almost perfect. He's looking for the shot. Spots out the shoulder, but now his position is known. Turret will deny one angle, and TKaz will deny the other. Right before we saw the start of this round, I brought up how if TKaz is having a good game and helping out Governor and helping out the team, then I think that this is looking good for EZ5, and that's what we saw right there. But at the same time, EZ5, they have been winning practically every pistol round this series.
Yeah, they've been taking quite a few of them. We did see, though, last time on Bind, P1 did take one of the pistols. Didn't happen this time, and we do see a lot of SMGs coming out. Have to fight Seconds Frenzy, which we all know I think is the better gun.
Wait, I didn't notice this change. Governor's on Jet. In that first selection, he was on Reyna, but the teams agreed to switch back, so if they agree, it's fine. So he is actually back on his safety pit of the Jet, and Zekin, on the newly found Raze, will take the first frag. Spike planted, and this is a very open plant. Something that's going to be hard to contend with. Made even harder as Gucci takes King. Precision will trade out, and that's a gun recoverable. So this round isn't going perfectly, but they're actually vying for heaven control here. And they can just play the post plant from heaven, which is going to be oh so powerful. Governor knows there's one in ropes, and he'll find the kill as well. A 3v3, and the swarm grenade will convert onto Menace. And it for him. And now with the time so low, and the numbers disadvantage, they've actually brought it back into their favor, but still, time isn't there. There's one left alive. It'll be up 2-0 for EZ5.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I laughed. The alley-oop always hurts me. Uh-oh. I thought second was gonna get up from there, but oh, but right. They
Governor's
probably...
gone. Bye, Governor. All right,
Oh.
so it looks like we're gonna have a quick tech pause because I don't know, Governor's out of the lobby. This is just a comedy of errors thus far this game. No, we refuse to allow Split to get started. So
Yeah, that's alright. We'll just have a little bit of a pause and wait for him to reconnect here. But it's looking pretty good here for EZ5. They've come on strong onto this map. Hopefully this pause will allow P1 some time to maybe get their heads back in the game. We do see that they're going to come out with some rifles in this round against the SMGs and the classics from from EZ5.
yeah, just a bonus for them, and should be the conversion for PHOENIX1. Governor still not in the server. But looking at the ult economy, Precision, he's been having a good start to the game, and he's already only one off that Rolling Thunder. So even if he doesn't have to use it this round, which he likely won't in the Santa Eco, he'll have the opportunity to bring it into the fourth, which that ultimate on a split retake with how cramped this map is, especially towards the side of things, can be fantastic.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, we do see nobody else is super close. We do see a couple from EZ5 are about 2 off, 3 off of their own ultimates. So we're going to see those starting to come into play, and as we've seen in multiple rounds before, the ultimates can really make or break a round for these teams.
Here.
Just the way that they're able to use them and utilize the advantage that each of those ultimates give them in this game. It's really fun to watch them and watch how they think they're going to use them.
All right, and Governor's back in the server, but still not ready. So we still waiting on him. All right, he's good to go. We're good to go, and we're back into it. It's round 3 of the semis. Okay, not four. Okay, they're ready.
it cool.
They're ready. Keep changing our minds on us. Jeez, can't just pick something, guys. No decisiveness out of these teams, but a default spread now. 4 towards mid, just 1 lurking up the ramps, and Breach is actually on this solo hold mid. They've committed more towards sites than you often see on Split. A lot of the times it seems focusing on this mid control. But this crunch is going to come out. Early control of Heaven, and now a quick execute towards second, takes the first, and Precision with another. Now that Rolling Thunder is going to start to be an option. Leviathan, he's taken by King, and this round looking very good for P1 as the spike is loose on site.
1 enemy remaining.
Yeah,
Second.
That was a really good strategy change up for PHOENIX1 by putting both of the A defenders on site and nobody in heaven. Like, really put EZ5 kind of off their game a little bit to just walk onto heaven and not know what to do because there was nobody there to fight.
Yeah, and they seemed ready for at least the 1 on site, but as soon as it was the 2, it was just the double team. They pinched them down and closed it out. And now it just has to be a save. Gucci is running for his life. Maybe looking for an exit frag here. Probably not wanting to keep the Stinger on for too much longer.
10 seconds left. Flawless.
They definitely knew where he was. He wasn't being quiet about that.
He wanted to die there. He wanted the money. And a flawless round in the anti-eco.
Yeah, so that was a pretty good round for PHOENIX1. They get to buy into their, or sorry, keep their rifles from last round. And their full shields. It looks like we're gonna have another hard A push. PHOENIX1 has gone back to kind of the more normal somebody over in screen, somebody in heaven gameplay here, with Killjoy setting up all of her utility to prevent that mid push that we saw last round.
Yeah, but this is another kind of quick hit towards A, and this time, there's no one playing side. It looks like they're playing retake, and that's the right call. There's a Breach ultimate available, and the run it back. He was already from PCAS. He's going to clear out the heavens and take this control. Another 5v5 retake. And this is the first time we're really going to get to see an A retake out from
planted.
PHOENIX1. That's a good start. The breach ult coming out. And actually, no, only going to get one. It's a trade back and forth into a 3 versus 3. King is up in the rafters and one's directly below him in the helm. Let's trade into a 1-on-1. King's pushing and he hits the fadeaway through the wall. A close round, but they win it out.
Very nice to see from P1. They have a very strong retake, and we definitely saw it there. They were very cohesive, working together. As you were talking about, like looking at the scoreboard, all of their members are fairly close and stay consistent. We don't see anybody really kind of like leading the team in terms of kills the way that we had been seeing with Governor on EZ5. So it's nice to see them kind of like keep that consistency here and continue moving and working as a team in a cohesive manner. And I think that's definitely going to be their strength for the rest of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Governor up on the Blade Storm and is looking for an early push here.
Blocking sight.
The breach. His intended victim, but no shot given over quite yet. Ooh, Jangler's up on top of New Box here, and he gets a good position, but from the off angle, he only gets one. TCAS will trade with the Sheriff, and second, another. Holding in close Menace. Panicking away as he gets a right click from the close range. Gucci, a good nade hurts him in the headshot. Even better. 2 versus 3. Military lockdown still available here. A minute on the clock.
1 enemy remaining.
Perfect shot from second there. 3 for him, and Menace will close it out. 3-2 now for PHOENIX1, and they've had a good response. 3 rounds in a row now.
Yeah, I think they've really hit their stride now on this map, in terms of like being on defense here. A cute octopus. But we do see Menace with the op. I think in that round, the EZ5 was a little hesitant. That was a lot slower than their kind of normal push onto site. They try to swap it up by going to B, and B is quite a bit harder to take for some teams, depending on how good your defenders are. A lot of teams typically, I feel like, go to A.
Yeah, that seems like kind of the comfort site, but Menace on the operator, that's perfect for him. 2 picks. And that means no Killjoy lockdown. That also means no from the shadows. Site control is in the hands of EZ5, but a 5v3 is going to be hard to hold down. They need to go aggressive and they need peaks, but they just can't do it. Menace takes the first blinded. They're still trying to push this meta. They're trying to get heaven control, but the blinds are just stronger. And Zekin is there on the flank as well to clean it up. Spike will be diffused. And that operator play, fantastic there from Menace.
Yeah, definitely. Getting those 2 early picks really helped the team kind of like set it up and get... it gave them the advantage there into that round. Even though they did give up site control and the plant was able to go down, going into a 3v5, even when there's a timer on the defenders, is going to be hard to kind of counter that retake. I love that our observer knows where all these little bears are. It's super cute.
I feel like every single one is where I didn't even know all the little Easter eggs were on these maps. Look at the economy for PHOENIX1 though. These 3 rounds in a row have built them up a fantastic monetary situation. This is a really quick execute though. The breach flashes are allowing them to just waterfall onto B site.
My bot.
But the Killjoy lockdown from King. No, they're gonna go for him. They're gonna go for this with the ultimate, and they will destroy the lockdown, but the picks are out so quickly the way of the defense. They have to push, and now it's just Governor. He's gone too. The blink, and you miss it. That breach ult, they like all waterfalled in behind it and just got trapped out from behind.
There was a really nice breach ult into getting that lockdown and destroying it. Especially with Killjoy, like that's kind of how you have to handle her. It's either the lockdown goes down and you push and destroy that thing, or you have to back off of site. And we've seen multiple times now where people have gotten trapped in the lockdown, and sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't work for them. But yeah, I agree with you. I think they just, that breach ultimate was great, but nobody was watching behind them.
And it was just a pinch. They were completely boxed in and taken. This one was a bit new with the updates. I really like that. Playing off the off angle and giving options. This is another B take, and they're trying their luck for this again. T-Kaz with the run attack. He's actually going to take it all the way into City Spawn. He won't actually get any kills, but he will get some information. And that's what you like to see. Space open, information gain. And well, that's a fantastic ult from Zeppin to shut down the plant. T-Kaz will trade onto the breach of precision. And the Killjoy lockdown's being initiated, but Menace has a shot with the off, and he has the Blaze Storm up too. Destroys it, gets away, but his life isn't there. 3v2, make it just one. T-Kaz in big with 3. And a third round 2 going the way of EZ5.
I'm kind of surprised that they got that round. I really didn't look like it was going to go that way once the spike went down. And it was in such a bad spot for that retake, or for them to like pick it up again in order to plant, that I will admit I didn't have that much faith, and I should have. Baiting out the Jet ult by using the Killjoy, that was really well done. It really wasted that ult, and means that PHOENIX1 now has to wait a couple more rounds in order to have that again. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Governor now has an op.
Yeah, and this is a really good quick execute, good use of the breach utility, but Zekin, his eyes are still fine, and his shot good too. That's 2 for him. They're not expecting this. He might even be given the opportunity for 3. A perfect
Spike
nade, make it
planted.
4.
One enemy
King
remaining.
will take his 3rd. There, taking the kill off his customer on the operator. Pulls one, wow, nice shot, good adjustment to hit the 2nd. The bomb's planted for him, but they're just gonna stick this. They're just sitting on this, and Governor is so, wow. Governor, alright. Oh my god, almost a lineup. He only hits the 1. So close, and almost the ace, but it's a 6th round now for PHOENIX1.
Governor is dangerous when you put an op into his hands, as he's proven time and time again while we've been watching them. But some of those kills, I don't even know how he did those.
Yeah, and the fact that that was also almost a collateral. If his crosshair was, if they were just slightly better lined up, that would have been the round. That would have been the ace. It was so a hair's edge there to give the edge to PHOENIX1.
But we do see that Menace is getting himself in ops to try to counter Governor here a little bit.
Yeah, but Governor on his own op, that's a great start on the King. He's gonna get to, this man is on fire right now. He is feeling himself, and if we see another game like he brought out earlier, 37 kills we saw over on Ascent, this could be the difference maker.
Yeah, I mean, he's been consistently doing very well. Oh, unfortunate for Menace.
Oh. Yeah, Governor he just has like the perfect read, the perfect positioning to line up these beautiful shots. Now Governor knows the position. This might just be another 4K. They're gonna peek right into him. He actually doesn't hit the shot, but the paranoia
One
will
enemy
save
remaining.
him, and Nats will close out. Precision left alone in a 1 versus 5. There's nothing left for him to do. He actually does take out Governor's thought. So that is a good start, and if they're not able to recover that, that's great economic damage. Precision, trying to stay alive, he won't. Operator, back in safe hands. And a 4th round now for EZ5.
Yeah, they're bringing it back here. So we do have PHOENIX1 sitting at 6 rounds. If EZ5 can come and equalize that, put us to a 6-6 at the half, they're going to be really set to take this map while they switch over to defense. But I think it's going to be close. We've had a couple of really close matches out of these teams, and I think they're very evenly matched, and they know each other's play styles well enough that they can counter and then counter the counters, which is making it very difficult for either one of them to really pull ahead.
Yeah, great stuff from them. And now it's a bit of a slower start to this round. Menace, though, has this judge. I feel like we never see him on the right, but always the off or the judge, but Nats expects the position and takes the kill. Another for Nats, following up off the Phoenix run it back. And there should be a 5th here for EZ5.
Spike
Just
planted.
the low buy weapons remaining, and it would have to be a 3 versus 5 retake.
Blinding.
still available. And a flash from Breach, he's trying to go in off of that. And Governor, he's blinded off by the paranoia. A hellfire of utility raining down across the site. And Zekin is the first to emerge from the fray, taking out Governor. And that's perfect positioning. And wow, what a flurry of kills. It's so quick. The last one in with the Rolling Thunder. The Rolling Thunder takes him off bomb. Not even half. And Zekin practically does it all there. A 4K. And a 7th round for PHOENIX1.
I love explosions.
Yeah, and very nice because they probably picked up the op there as well as some rifles.
Last
They didn't get the
round
op, but they
before
got
the
rifles, which you were calling it for EZ5 there, and I don't know.
I'm cursing them every time. It sucks.
You are. Yeah, I think I've passed on my ability to jinx people to you. But that was a really nice retake from PHOENIX1, especially because they put that op down early, so they didn't have to worry about that too much. And then the Raze coming in with her ult and getting that kill. She didn't get a kill off the. Did she get a kill off the ult? And then getting that
Get out of my way.
other one right next to her.
Yeah, oh, quick push from Menace. But TK's very much ready for it. So, within 5 seconds, an advantage
Going up.
to EZ5. But last time they had an advantage, it did not go so swimmingly for them. Nats will keep it into a 5-on-3.
You should run.
And now, just left on 2. TKaz will take 1, and the Killjoy
One
lockdown
enemy
initiated.
remaining.
Governor, up on the flank, he has his Bladestorm up. And Zekin goes right into the grinder. Governor takes him out 5-7 in the half. And it is a competitive half to... I mean, what else would we expect from such a competitive series?
Right. And we're gonna see here, so now we've swapped. We have PHOENIX1 is going to be on the attack now, and EZ5 is going to be on defense. I think we're going to see it remain fairly close for the rest of this game, just because like we know how these teams play, and they both seem to be fairly aggressive on this map. So I'm not expecting them to kind of like sit back on attack. Like, I think they're going to make a decision and go for it immediately.
Yeah.
And right now, that decision appears to be a split push onto B through mid and B main.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of... the majority of these pistol rounds picked up by EZ5. And if they can pick another one up here, that's going to put them in a good spot to even things out and to have a good second half. That paranoia's good, and a dink from the Frenzy won't finish the job. Good information, though, garnered by Menace, and good control from him as well.
Yeah, and he now has Heaven, which is a really kind of crucial part here on the B site. With Precision here, watching his flank, waiting for anybody who might be coming out of ropes to make sure that he has that information before they get to him.
Ooh, but the shoulder spotted. That angle is so narrow now. And the blind is good, but not good enough. Zekin will find that pick. And that's a good opener. Going the way of PHOENIX1. Still, this is very slow, very calculated, and controlled. And now, the pace is going to get picked up. They're pushing it. TKaz has a flank, and Gucci, they're surrounded from all sides. So they're going to have to fight their way out, fight for control. And they do still have advantage. Paranoia, good for some, but not good enough. Jangler and Precision are in with 2. 5 versus 2. Now, make that just 1. It's Governor left alive. And he's frenzied down by Zekin. 8th round now. Up for P1.
Yeah, I really like seeing that from them. A little bit of what we were talking about. They weren't quite as aggressive as I was actually expecting. But still, the amount of control that they had in taking B Heaven, but not quite executing on site until they had more information of where the defenders were. That was really nice. And then once they got that information, that's when they got aggressive. That's when they really threw the push down, got the spike planted, and set up for that post-plant defense. And based on the pings that we just saw, they might be attempting to take A Heaven in the same manner.
Yeah. Naps is pushed up aggressive, trying to get that orb. He'll get the orb. It'll cost him his life. Menace dashing on in. This is the classic aggression that we've seen a lot of from P1. Just taking the fight directly into EZ5 space, and it's been very effective for them. Ooh, second taken. The Governor, I don't even know if he saw him, but gonna take the kill regardless. Leviathan looks away at the wrong moment, and Precision from his Killjoy are now going to be able to push their way towards Heaven. Menace, in the meantime, takes Governor and another. Left on to TCAS, in a 1v4, and this is a 9th now for P1.
Yeah, they're starting to run away with this a little bit. We really need to see EZ5 kind of change up their strategy a little bit, because what they're doing on defense right now is not working. They're really allowing the group of P1 to come on and single them out, or getting those like multiple people against 1 or 2, which is allowing P1 to get those advantages and then get the spike down. I think that we need to see EZ5 be a little bit more defensive, even maybe allow that take of the site in order to have that retake opportunity.
Yeah, and again, with this bonus, it's just a really quick hit. Zekin, he's the man to watch. He has that rifle. The rest of his team down on SMGs or a Bulldog.
There.
And this should be the advantage to EZ5.
Spike
But still,
planted.
we've seen some great stuff from PHOENIX1. And if they're to win this one, it's going to be such an important one for them to pull through and to pull double digits. Now, ooh, damage. Governor knocked down so low, but his teammates are there to help. They get 2 before Menace will trade through. But King, look at his position here. Going up into the heavens. TCAS is on the site though.
One enemy
and
remaining.
Gucci, in elbow, it's left all onto 1. King, the bomb isn't planted for him. And they're just gonna stick this. No. Swarm grenade. Delayed.
Enemy remaining.
A shot. A 1v1. And caught on the switch. Taken. And it's close, but it is 6-9. Now, as EZ5, pull it to the funny number.
Yeah, exactly what I was talking about right before this round, where it's okay if they give up the site, because when they're together and they're working together, EZ5 has a really good retake, which we just saw there. Like, having the 5 men up after the post plant was great for them, because it allowed them to take on those duels that they needed to and win them, whereas they weren't winning them in the previous rounds. So we're seeing everybody here come in with mostly rifles, a couple of light shields, and there's a judge on Menace.
Have we seen him use a rifle once?
I'm
feel
not
like-
sure.
Maybe once or twice. I feel like he never uses a rifle. He just loves the alternatives.
Yeah, and I mean, he's playing Jet, her movement abilities mean that playing those kind of like odd guns are like really easy for her.
Yeah, and I mean, look, he's already in so quick on this entry. And even though EZ5 won that round, the buy isn't going to be fantastic for them. This is going to be a bit of a rough one. And again, it has to be a retake. Second takes the first onto Leviathan. Nice Molly from TCAS. Molly off his team. Pushing into the elbow. He only gets 1. Traded by King. And King's in with another. King holding the line. Can't beat Governor. Governor wins it out. And now it's him.
Last player standing.
And that's the left. Precision takes his teammate. Governor would have to do it all. A 1 versus 3. But the time is against him. 6 bullets. He recovers a gun with more ammo. More opportunity. They hear him backside. He hits the first. Taps the bomb. Breach will have to peek into it, and it's a game of timing. Who peeks first? Where will they peek? Calling the bluff. Another tap. It's a tag, but not a shot. Just the jiggle. There's no way he can win this. Just play purely off of the time, and that's so well played from P1 to not give Governor the opportunity as they take 10.
That was, as you said, very well played from P1 there. Just having them kind of lined up, and I'm pretty sure the Omen Jangler could actually see the spike, so he could tell that Governor was not sticking it. He booped it and moved away. He wasn't actually actively defusing there, so they didn't have to both peek around. And that allowed them to kind of stall some more, get that timer down, and by the time they went to peek, Governor didn't have time to defuse.
Ooh, Governor trying to make a play there with the Blade Storm, but he can't do it. Instead, it's Zekin. A frag and another with his boom buddy. That Menace just running and quickly. The pace on this one is astronomical, and they've already taken it into a 5 versus 2.
Here. Placing phantom. Placing
Alarm bot gives information, but Leviathan in the meantime
remaining.
will get 1 kill. Nat's not going to get anything for himself. And with Leviathan just trying to get out of dodge, maybe get an exit kill, 11 rounds is really a tough scoreline to be up against. if you're EZ5.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we saw this kind of in the last one where one team was down to, it was actually swapped. So PHOENIX1 was down 6 to 10 or 11. And at this point, as we talked about before, it's become sort of a mental game. You're going to start feeling the pressure here of the fact that you don't have much wiggle room. You can't give up rounds anymore. You have to win this out, because if they get one more, they're at match point, and at that point, you can't lose anything.
Yeah. And the alt economy is so good now for P1 that this is definitely going to be a tough round. But the buy is up. No operator for Governor. He's still just on that rifle. And look how low they have to buy down. $0 on 3. And if they lose this one, this is practically the game. They would have to pull a miracle if they can't pick this up.
Yeah, because if they lose this one, it's going to be a thrifty round for them. They're going to have to save, or they're going to have to force, because they can't save at a match point. But it's just, it's going to be tough. They really need this round.
Alt's being invested. They know this is important. Oh, but look at this play from Omen. It's not actually B. That was all a fake. The Killjoy alt pushed everyone away. And PHOENIX1, they've played this to perfection. They have the sight and they have everything that they need.
Spike planted.
Counter alt from the Killjoy, but a rolling thunder will push off. He has in for 2. His teammate helps out as well, and they're just getting slaughtered down. It's left to 2 now. Jangler in for 1. Now he's in the corner. He's blinded. He actually gets it. They might just pull this back. They might just keep this alive. It's Leviathan now in the clutch. No utility except his ultimate. Caps the bomb. They have to keep their jumping down. The movement dissuades his shot. Recovers another weapon. Happy, looking for an opportunity. He gets the first, but just look at the time. At this point, there's nothing he can do. A 12th round, and it's match point to PHOENIX1.
Oh, it's so unfortunate. If he had another second, that would have been really, really good.
Match point.
But here we're at a 12-6 match point. EZ5 literally cannot give up another round, otherwise they are not going to the finals tonight. But this has been a very impressive series from both of these teams. I've loved watching them. Each game, it's never felt like one has really run away with the game over the other. And but it looks now, we've got a lot of forces here. A lot of light shields. One even going in without a shield in order to have that rifle.
Yeah, and that's Gauntlet taking the gamble. And someone's gonna have to go big. But now it's quickly in. Zekin has the showstopper. And will clear sight. So you gotta get it to this retake. This flank could be everything. And Governor, he has no armor, but he has the shot. He'll need a second. Cannot get it. Instead, it's King. A 4 versus 3. And Gucci takes 1. But the trades come out, and it's left all onto him. Gucci, the Omen. No armor. 85 health. This is done. He's pinged out. He's swung. He's dead. It's 13 to 6.
Was that supposed to be a
And it's
fight?
PHOENIX1.